Thank you for tuning to the Smiles Instagram. Make sure you click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. Make sure you guys go to our YouTube page. Subscribe, and slap them thumbs up buttons. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. So, anyway, we all know it's Friday night. We missed the show yesterday, but I wanted to follow up on some things that just actually happened today. One of the biggest revelations today was our Red Table Talk with our girlfriend, Jada Pinkett. Now, we all know August Alsina came out, I believe it was last weekend, maybe the week before last, but it was pretty recent, saying that, him and Jada, had something going on. And Will knew about it. And August Alsina's, his whole thing was basically, he was hurt, he was going through some whatever. And, Jada was there for him and, helped him out and helped get him back together, whatever. And, of course, gave him some pussy. I'm quite sure that's what straightened the nigga out, some pussy. And the nigga got that pussy, was like, all right, you know what? I'm thinking pretty clearly now. I'm not as ill as I was before. But regardless, so we know that happened. So that happened 4 years ago, according to Jada Pinkett. And in this 4-year stint, basically they said that they were separated. Period. The way that Will was talking, like they were separated. Like they may have gotten a divorce back then. Like that was the next step back then when they got separated. But the fact of the matter is still that they were separated. So, in my opinion, and I'm just keeping it 100, if they were separated, and they both agreed we were separated. Now, unless there was an agreement, which I didn't hear Will say anything about this, but unless there was some type of agreement like, all right, well, we're going to take some time apart, but you can't have sex with nobody else, or something like that, then that's different. But if there was no agreement or anything, and it was just like, bitch, I don't feel like fucking with you. I'm so tired of your motherfucking ass. You like, nigga, I'm tired of you too, nigga, fuck you. And y'all left out, and it was like, well, nigga, we need to get a divorce or a separation or something. We need some time apart. I mean, shit like that happens. And unfortunately, when those type of things happen, those are usually the times when, women are vulnerable. Like she said, she was hurt. She was searching for herself. She was hurt than a motherfucker. Let's believe that. I don't know what Will did or what happened with their whole relationship, but she definitely seemed like she was hurt about it. And just like with anybody going through any type of pain, when there's somebody there with you and for you and comforting you and making you feel good, telling you you look sexy, telling you you're the world, saying all that good shit, then yes, a lot of times it makes the women, it definitely is going to get that pussy wet. And, if y'all ain't together, then, it is what it is. She can go ahead and, get her rocks off. And that's what she did. And I don't see I don't see an issue with that because they were separated. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get in my comments talking about, yeah, they separated, but that doesn't mean divorce. They still together. They still are married. True. That is, they are still considered married. Separation does not mean a divorce. But, once again, if we agree to separate, and I'm just putting myself in that same position, as a man, if I'm going through with my girl and I'm like, yo, okay, I think we need some time apart. We need to separate. We need some time apart. At that point in time, I'm going to either say we need some time apart to talk to other people or to see other people, or, we need some time apart so we can just get our shit together, or whatever. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to let you know why I feel as though we need some time apart. Now, like I said before, whatever the time apart may be, I need to get myself together. I need to straighten something out. I don't think I love you anymore. I don't know if the love is still there. I mean, it's all type of things that, individuals can really, when it comes to love and marriage, individuals go through it. Sometimes they feel like, maybe they're not in love anymore. Maybe they fell out of love, or, maybe the husband's not doing what he used to do, or whatever case may be. We don't know. This nigga Will Smith seems like he's a pretty cool guy, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like Will, he ain't hood. Just put it like that. But regardless, yeah. So I think that you know, the conversation was a pretty dope conversation. She definitely let us know what happened, and she also let it be known that Will Smith, he did not give anybody permission for shit. So that's something that kind of boggles my mind, that I have a question about, is that what would, and then on top of that, before I get there, Jada even said, well, I could see how he could see that, or I can understand how he could think that he got your blessing. How the fuck do you how do you make a mistake of thinking that a married man gave you a blessing to have sex with his wife even though they're separated? Unless that man literally came to you and said, hey man, me and Jada are separated and we're having sex with whoever we want to have sex with at this time. So just wanted to put that bug in your ear. You know, have a good day. I mean, come on. That, when he said that shit, I didn't believe that. Because I'm like, I don't see any married man giving any other man did I say position? Permission to have sex with his wife for, I believe, over 20 years. Okay? That's not just a wife, bro. That's an investment. You know what I mean? 20 years, that's time invested. That's money invested. That's a lot of investing going on. All right? So, I definitely didn't see Will saying, yeah, I gave him permission to have sex with my wife. No. I will never give another man permission to have sex with my wife. If my wife had sex with you, that's because she chose to have sex with you. Not because I gave her permission or gave you permission. But anyways, that, you know. And then August Alsina has been on Twitter, Twitter for a while, going back and forth with, I think, Keke Palmer or somebody, and saying that, you know, he was never with her or they were never together. I don't know, man. But August Alsina definitely stirred the pot. But I don't know what's going to come out of this, because the fact of the matter is, bro, you stirred the pot, but you kind of stepped out of pocket. You definitely stepped out of pocket with putting that information out there. I think that's the type of information that you take to your grave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some information that you have to take, that you're going to take to your grave. Okay? That it's some information right now that I've totally forgot about, that I know I'm taking to my grave because I don't even remember the shit no more. But if somebody was to bring it up and be like, Al, remember when? I'm like, fuck, hell yeah, I remember that shit. So that was one of those things he was supposed to take to the grave. Okay? That was one of those things where what he should have did was got some footage. He should have told her, look, let me get some shots from the back or something. No, your face ain't got to be in it. I just want to get the shots from the back. But see, nah, that's Jada Pinkett. She ain't going for that shit. You can't pull a camera out on her. She would have been like, nigga, hell no, nigga, fuck that. So I mean, you know, only thing I can say is August. Hopefully your August is better than your July. Because I think shit just hit the fan. And there's people out here saying that there's a possibility that Will that Will and Jada are getting a divorce. That's just in the rumor mill, so don't quote me on that. That's just some shit that I heard. But yeah, heard that they may be looking into getting a divorce. And at this point in time, I mean, might as well. I mean, it sounds like you guys had a divorce 4 years ago and just chose to not follow through. And now you've been sticking around for 4 more years. And now you find out she done cheated on you. You know, I'm quite sure Will feel some type of way. I mean, I would. I definitely would. And then on top of that, this nigga came out on national TV and told everybody in the world what was going on. That ain't right. That ain't right.